Brics for beginners. Yeah, I know you heard it in the news. Not sure exactly what it is? Well, in this episode, we're going to break down exactly what Brics is and why you need to know about it. 5 kids just stormed the playground and they're changing the rules. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. These are the OG members of Brics, and more nations want in. They're no longer just emerging markets. They are a $56 trillion economic bloc that is rewriting global trade. And the old guard, they're just scrambling to adapt. This is a corporate style power play. Control the resources, build rival systems, and lure in new shareholders. Here's how it works. Each of them have their own strengths and weaknesses. Let's start with Brazil, the B in Brics. These 5 kids are basically a team, and every team member has its role. B, Brazil. Their role is they're in charge of the commodities. Think about soy, beef, also a top 10 oil producer. Their power move, they traded soy with China in Chinese currency, not the dollar. That's a sign of a shift. Their weakness, they're deforesting the Amazon, and that sucks for all of the planet. Up next in the lineup is Russia, and what they supply to the rest of their teammates are energy and arms. So their assets, gas. Their number one asset is their gas reserves. I guess their military could be an asset as well. But then their power move was selling oil for gold and the Chinese currency to bypass sanctions. Pretty damn smart. When they thought they were going to shut down those Russian pipelines when they invaded Ukraine, we got other people to sell to. It's not a big deal. Their weakness, their over-reliance on hydrocarbons. So in the middle of the lineup, we have India. And their contribution to the rest of the team, they're kind of a dual threat. Think of them as like the tech startup and also manufacturing. They make a lot of stuff in India. Their asset, their people. And also their programmers. They have 10% of the world's programmers. Their power move, they're rivaling Silicon Valley in so many different areas of India. The next big tech boom just may come out of India. And their weakness, their infrastructure. Infrastructure still has some holes in it, but with help from number 4 on the list, their buddies, they just might have some help with that. Number 4, China. Their contribution to the group, they're industrious. They're like the industrial chairman. Their assets, 30% of the global manufacturing, okay? Plus $550 billion a year spent in tech and research and development. They're preparing for the next step. That brings us to their power move. What's their power move? Their adaptability. They will adapt to any situation. They've been here for 5,000 years. The Chinese, they're not going anywhere. Just like they said, they're not worried about America. And their weakness, if they have one, it would be debt fuel growth, kind of like the trouble America is in now, but I'm sure they'll handle it better. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. The S in the group, South Africa. Their role, the gateway investor. Their assets, 90% of the world's platinum, not to mention the other rare earth minerals that have been looted and stolen from Africa so that's a whole nother episode. Stay on point. Also, they have Africa's largest stock exchange, the South African Stock Exchange. Their power move was joining Brics, okay, because they are a bridge to 1.4 billion African consumers. Their weakness, some of their infrastructure deals as well, which is China's helping with, and also their political instability. With these 5 working together, you can see how they can make some waves. Now that you've met the players, let's introduce you to the game. America and its allies, think of G7, look it up if you don't know what they are, have been running the game for a while now. The US dollar has basically been the world's credit card since after World War II, since about 1944. And Brics, well, they're basically launching a new payment app. Yeah, the world's been backed by the US dollar. They're trying to change things. They've been doing deals in local currency, like China and Brazil's 50 billion trade. And then they have established a new development bank, which loans in the local currencies. Again, that's a thing, local currencies, at 4% rates versus the International Monetary Fund's 7%. And then they are also backing that trade that they're doing by gold. An example of this would be Russia trading or selling its oil for gold bullion. In 2023, Brics' non-US dollar trades reached 387 billion. Now, yeah, I know that's relatively small to the 12 trillion global trade done in US dollars, but you have to remember, Amazon started in the garage. They're coming for you. Think of it like Blockbuster versus Netflix. The dollar won't disappear, but its dominance. And other countries want in on this lineup. Think about countries like Saudi Arabia with its vast oil deposits. They want in. Iran with their vast mineral deposits. They want in. Indonesia wants in. The list goes on. Even a couple of G7 countries want in. America has burnt its bridges. We're isolated over here. And it's just basically simple math why these other countries want in. Cheaper loans. You get a 4% loan in your currency versus a 7% loan backed by the US dollar from the IMF. Nah, not doing that. And then there's the tech transfers. The cell phone is cheaper between their countries because of all the red tape that has been cut because of these alliances. And then there's the political leverage. We're just going to stop right there. So what does this mean for Americans? Don't panic, just be aware. Here's what to watch. Inflation risk. If the dollar demand falls, imports will definitely get pricier. We're already seeing that. And there's the supply chains. Brics controls key resources in the supply chains. Think about your computer chips, batteries, and medications. And then there's jobs and markets. Companies may pivot to Brics consumers because it's good for their investors. So definitely watch out for that and what that means for you. The bottom line, the world is changing. Ignoring Brics is like ignoring the internet in the 90s. Don't miss this wave. Be ready, do your homework, be informed. Brics isn't good or bad. It's reality, and smart people adapt. 3 rules for the new world order. Number 1, commodities equal power, and Brics has them. Number 2, dollar dominance isn't eternal. See the British pound circa 1945. And number 3, tech wins long term. Whoever controls AI and those computer chips controls the future. If you learned anything, leave us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. What do you want to talk about? Leave it in the comments. Or better yet, leave in the comments your questions about Brics and your concerns about this new future that we're facing. We'd love to hear from you. Buy us a coffee if you're so inclined to. And as always, you guys, take care of each other, love one another. Peace. All right, the S in the group stands for South Africa, and their role in the team of 5 in the team of 5 in the team of 5.